Alright, well hello. Sorry for the late start, guys. I had just a compound of issues this morning. I was an idiot and hung something heavy on a shower curtain and it fell this morning, and so I had to go fix the curtain rod real quick. Had to go take care of that. That was a bulk of those 10 minutes. Just fixing the fucking curtain rod was dumb. And then of course I, haven't eaten yet, so went to get breakfast. Gonna be feeding my face on stream. As much as I hate it, I need to eat, so. I had a friend on StarCraft DM me this morning and was like, hey, you want to play some games? And they're in Korea, so gotta kind of play with gotta kind of get the games in whenever you can get them in. So anyway, mostly it was that is why I'm late, is because I made time for my friend this morning to play some games together. So yeah. Anyway. My apologies for the tardiness and the wait, but I thought I was going to do something different this week. I've been doing a lot of StarCraft, and my brain needs a break from StarCraft. This is why one of the reasons why I don't like eating on stream is because I don't like talking with my mouth full. I also don't like just people watching me chew. Anyway. So I figured instead of doing StarCraft, let's do something different this week. Let's tackle this controversial game. Because, fuck, every new video game is fucking hated these days, but this particular gem has gotten some, let's put it mildly, and shall we say, flack lately. And, some things that are important to me as a person. Free speech is important to me as a person. Being able to say a lot of things openly without fear of retaliation, right? Reasonably so. Certainly being able to say the F word openly without fear of being banned or booted or kicked. Stuff like that is important to me. Another thing that's important to me is free thought. So that's why we're trying this game, because even though Asmongold hates this game, even though all the fucking gamers in the world seem to hate this game, and even though I openly admit that this game never really looked all that fun to begin with, it's gotten a lot of hate. And you know what? I have a brain of my own and I'm gonna fucking use it. So we're gonna play this game for ourselves today and make up our own goddamn mind. How about that? So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to play Redfall for a few hours, till about few hours and just make up my mind. See what I think of it. So.
What happened in Redfall is my fault. I think it used to be a nice town. When I first got here, I thought I could help. They said one drop of my blood could change everything. Free people from sickness, maybe from death. A world where nobody was left out. Cups overflowing, rivers of living water. I was a fool. They were monsters. They took more than a drop. They took everything. Now, something evil is swallowing up this place bit by bit. When the people here realized what was going on, it was already too late. Folks are at each other's throats, begging the monsters to spare them. Some are just hiding, scared, waiting for a rescue that ain't coming. Some tried to get away. But the monsters who started all this weren't having it. There's nowhere to go. Nobody ever believes things can get this bad. Until it happens. Then, it's too late. But there are people who can fight back. I think they can save this place. There's just one thing standing in their way. A whole town full of vampires.
You can't walk away from me. No one can. You all belong to us. The others want you dead. But I want you here, alive. I can use you. You will never see the sun again.
Oh, God. What was that?
Wow. Very, not smooth.
Better get to shore before the sun goes down. So many times I wanted to get off this island. Oh no. Got to finish college first. Way to go, me.
Oh, I see. It was just that choppy because I was on my other monitor. Okay. So, first impression, the story sucks.
The captain was gonna get us away from here. Poor guy.
But you know what they say. Story in a video game doesn't matter. That's what all the gamers say. So story sucks, but we're gonna keep playing anyway. There we go. Just exploring, seeing what's around. There's a dead person and blood. That's kind of creepy. My 10-year-old son is missing. This is our secret word. So if you say this word, he'll trust you. And we're just going to put this in public. Because pedophiles aren't in public. Oh, here's my 10-year-old kid. Say this and they'll trust you. I mean, I know you can't choose your parents, but damn.
Of course this would happen to me.
I don't want to shoot anybody, but I might have to.
Thought we'd all make it out of here. Seen enough movies. I should have known better.
This is a trip. Like, somehow the water is just, like, frozen here. Here we go. What do we learn from COVID? Toilet paper, most valuable resource. Just got a good chunk of change from a roll of toilet paper. I think that was done to be tongue-in-cheek. I think that was done deliberately with some humor.
What could even do that?
Yeah, that's a trip.
Is that a literal water wall? Why the hell not?
Did you ever read The Bible Girl? Parting the Red Sea, you remember that? And you didn't think that was possible, because everything in the Bible is literal. Up here. We have some goodies there. About here. Ah, there we go. Got a handgun. Sweet. Got some ammo. Sweet. Alright. What is my objective? Okay, I found medical supplies, I found a weapon, so now I have to get off the ferry. Well, that shouldn't be hard to do. I mean, I don't know, I might have to swim ashore. This is gonna be so hard to escape this ferry. I mean, on the one hand, I like the, this is definitely something to see. This is amazing. And it's a trip that there's all this energy holding this in place, but on the other hand, it's just like, here. Escape. Oh, and here's your open path. It's like, okay. Sure, I'll escape. You've cleared a path for me. Easiest escape ever. Alright, how do we get... No. There's a way... I think I have to get to the front. Oh, okay. Okay, so I just have to do this.
To the sun.
Oh no. Oh shit. Not these guys. They're legit evil. I could probably sneak around them though.
Well, now you've seen what they can do firsthand. The Masters. The new gods of this shitty world. So come on out. Don't fight us. For the Hollow Man will come for you in the dead of night and leave you empty. A dried up bag of skin. You, your kids, your parents. Nobody's getting away. You know the deal. Bring us someone to offer them. Anybody who wants A friend! A co-worker!
Don't be stupid.
Maybe your ex. You give somebody up, you have a guaranteed place with us. That is the Hollow Man's bargain.
Show yourself. You don't want to piss them off.
Finish up with these containers. Then check the ferry.
Is there someone who shouldn't be here?
Someone there.
Don't you want to be something better? Who's there? It's back up here.
Just come out with your hands up and get this sorted.
Bravo, man. Where you are? Bad bastard. I got trouble here. You're just making it worse. Oh! Shit! Don't waste ammo! You're just making it worse for yourself. I need some help! Bastard! Where are you?
Show yourself. You don't want to piss them off. They'll find you eventually.
Oh, you want to live for a few more
They
minutes?
see everything.
Fine.
You hear me?
Oh, no, you don't.
Ha! Still alive. Wild.
Flares. I think someone needs help.
Easy. Watch what you're doing.
God, what? Calm down.
You hit her head on every step so far, you dip.
I need some backup here!
No! Nearly there.
Come on, we gotta check the ferry next. Saw some people sneak on it.
Idiots. There's no way out of this. Take a look at the sun.
We'll get something good, and they'll give us the blood again. Let's go! Let's go! Hey!
Ow.
I needed that.
Ow. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There we go.
Come on out. We aren't gonna hurt you.
We don't want to hurt you, but we might.
You don't know what you're missing. If you come out, we'll show you.
Go to hell.
Come out and we'll show you hell.
More flies with honey.
Okay.
Flies, you swat them. They're gonna kill you, and you'll thank them for it.
How do I... Can I? Doesn't look like I can.
Any questions?
Just like track and field.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, getting into the fire station group. So we'll just go. Okay.
Wow.
I almost want to play this on one of the harder modes because these.
Hey, is anyone in there?
Yes. Hello? We're in here. Are the cultists still around? I can't open this door until they're gone. Or dead. Dead would be better.
They cut the power on us. We've got wounded in here.
And they got a bloodsucker in the basement. They all answer to us. Can you help us out?
I see you running. I see you hiding.
I feel like that was way too easy. These enemies are just way too clueless. This is moderate difficulty, and I can just like I could walk up and shoot him. I mean, not point blank, but not hiding. I could walk up and shoot him with 2 shots, no problem. It's kind of they're kind of clueless on moderate difficulty. They're probably going to be where they should be on the harder difficulty, so that's... I wouldn't call that game breaking, but... it is a little, maybe annoying is a good word.
There! This one is mine.
Wait, are these vampires Protoss? That sounded like Artanis. What? Protoss are vampires?
Oh God! I think I got their dust in my mouth. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay. It's just like blast damage. Blast deals more damage based on see absorbed damage and refills. Oh, nice. Recharges faster. like being able to do that. And I also like being able to refill. We'll do that. Mission. Or go upstairs and release the civvies.
Are the cultists gone?
It's safe now. You're safe.
Okay.
Guess this is home now. I should get to know some of the people here.
Okay. This is our home base. I mean, she just said that. I guess it is. It's bizarre. A fire station is your main base. Okay.
Oh, hey, sorry. I'm spacing out today.
All right.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's get back to this.
Miss Ellison, I'm so happy to see you.
Dr. Hunt? Oh my god, I'm so glad you're okay.
I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. I'm taking care of everyone here. Sick, injured, and everything in between. If you need medical supplies, come to me. But only take as much as you need. There are other people here who need help just as much as you.
Okay.
They took over the hospital almost immediately. Like they planned it. I'll be here if you need me.
Almost immediately.
You must be Layla. I'm sorry you got wrapped up in all this.
We all got wrapped up, didn't we?
I'm Reverend Eva. It's nice to meet you. Sorry it couldn't be under better circumstances. We were at the homeless shelter before this, but... Anyway, I do the organizing around here. Sending people for supply runs, scavenging, getting people to safety. Sometimes they bring back useful stuff. Check the trunk from time to time. Whatever's in there is yours, if we can spare it. Lord help me.
Okay. I have lockpicks and rewire kits. I believe I have a lockpick already, so let's get this. Just some person.
I'm not doing your funeral, so don't die.
Layla? Nice to meet you.
You too.
I'm Anna, and this is my husband, Joe. You ran into one of those creeps, yeah? Only way to kill him is with a stake to the heart. Makes him pop like a firework. Those loonies, you can take out with a regular gun, though. And we got plenty of those. This stake's free, but you gotta earn the guns out of my stash. Sorry.
She's not sorry.
I ain't sorry. Anyway, nice to meet you. I can't be on my feet too long. Let me know if you need something.
We have a gun. There, that's too expensive. Alright. Briefing table. It's upstairs, right? It's not downstairs. Alright.
Okay, this much is true. 1, my name is Layla Ellison. 2,
Wow.
Redfall is full of blood-sucking monsters.
Wow.
And 3, I have these weird powers. I probably should have started with that last
Otherwise,
one. There's a lot of things I'm not so sure about.
Wow.
This whole town was fine until like a week ago. I was doing my master's degree. Everything seemed normal, except the missing people. And
you're doing a master's degree and you need to confirm your name. Okay. Wow. That dialogue is so cringe. I don't even want to hear it.
what the hell? Oh my god, there could be survivors.
Your children crying out for me. I need you here. And you need me to be well. I have brought you down from the sky. I am the Hollow Man.
What the hell was that? The Hollow Man? That sounds like something out of a horror movie. But, I guess we're in one.
Okay, can we just have her, like, not talk for the rest of the game? This dialogue is awful. It's like, oh my god, I guess there's blue sky above me. I must be outside. Oh my gosh. The thing is, this is pretty bad, but I've played games with just as bad dialogue. They're rare, but they're out there. I don't like that they made this character this dumb. I find that very offensive, actually. That they made the black girl this clueless. Very offensive.
I needed that.
Graphically it's okay, but whoever wrote this game at Bethesda needs to be like insta-fired and never write another video game ever in their life. This is terrible.
Hey, listen. We could use your help getting some safe houses set up while you're out there. Then we'll...
I triggered the safe house. Awesome.
Roads from these monsters and their goddamn cults. My friends already laid the groundwork in a few places, but as you can imagine, they're not really safe yet. If you spot one, just get the power going and give us a shout on the radio.
A safe house, kinda. Gotta make it safe first, though.
Please, just say something badass once. I'm begging you, please.
I'll go home.
I got a visual.
Ow. What? How did I blow that up? That is so dumb. I don't know, maybe I was too close and I just blew it up, but that was really stupid.
I am alive, I am confident, I am badass.
You all right, Terrence?
Pardon? Yes. Yes, I'm fine.
Oh, nice. We have to say we're a badass, too. Because me calling myself a badass makes me a badass.
What do we have here? Give me a taste, blood bag.
I'm not quite sure how that shield works. Hey, something challenging for a change. Figuring out how your spells work.
Take that, bloodsuckers!
Yeah, take that! Because I'm a badass. This is insulting. This is straight up insulting. They made the black girl this white. It's like, wow. I probably shouldn't have said that. That's probably inappropriate, but I do not like the way this character is written. I'm actually tempted to just start over as a different character. I dislike it that much.
There's a safe house.
Okay. Take two. Whoa! That's bizarre. Okay. We have a safe house.
Hello? Say it louder. Hello?
Eva? It's Layla.
You cleared out a safe house? Good on you. If it's not too much to ask, there's more you can do to help. My friends figured out some key places you can hit to fight back at those monsters. Anything you can do will make a difference. Now get out there, take no shit, and God be with you.
Okay. I don't dislike the gameplay and the actual game itself. I don't think it's great, but I don't dislike it. Like, I mean, you know, like getting to the fire station and then actually getting out here and trying to get the safe house and then getting over here and doing I don't the actual game I don't dislike. It's a little simplified, but it's fun. I like that I have spells and I have to figure out how to use them. That's, I mean, I'm a little, disappointed at how easy the enemies are, but I'm on like moderate, like normal. Basically, I'm on like normal difficulty, like moderate enemy health and stuff. You know, Tomb Raider is this easy. The Tomb Raider reboot games, normal difficulty on Tomb Raider is this easy. And whenever I play that game, I always played it on the hardest difficulties, and it's like playable. It's an actual game on the hardest difficulty, but it's really easy otherwise. And this game is probably going to be like that. It's probably going to be an actual game on like the harder modes. So that's all right. It's disappointing, but I love Tomb Raider. It's one of my favorite Xbox games, so it's by no means game breaking. Oh, I see. Here's the safe house over here.
Give me a taste, blood bag. Have you come to offer yourself? I know you're here, bloodbath. Give yourself to me.
I think that's it up there.
There's something over there.
Oh, come on, buddy. I know you want to investigate. You're just dying to see what's over there. No, you are. Okay. it's a supper club. Okay, so supper clubs in 2023 are not a thing. They were a thing 100 years ago in the 1920s. But in 2023, supper clubs are not a thing. I guess that speaks to how old Redfall is. If they still have a functioning supper club, holy crap. Actually, I don't know if they were a thing in the 20s or if they were a thing in the 40s and 50s, but yeah, I may have my decades wrong, but supper clubs have not been a thing for a very, very, very long time.
I'll let Anna know about this stuff so someone can grab it.
Sweet. I don't know how I did that, but I managed to secure a supply. Is this it? A safe house around here somewhere. Just don't remember where it is. I am going to continue playing this character in the hopes that she will get more badass. Look at this! Look at this! It's a free kill!
I see you. How disappointing.
No resistance at all. Oh my gosh. I am playing this on PC though. I did hear that the monsters are pretty dumb on PC, but They're not very bright on Xbox either, though, I'll tell you that.
Someone who shouldn't be here?
Like, these guys are the same on Xbox. Well, at least they echoed my thoughts.
Found another.
Heard the radio lately?
Your shotgun is weak, mine is strong.
The Hollow Man!
Oh, wow. That was... Heck, you did something.
Got you a surprise!
A historical marker. These are all over town.
Where? Oh, right there. We have a collectible. Sweet. I think I went the wrong way. I think it's down this way.
There's something over there.
There it is. That's the stuff the cultists were after.
There's like a path over there. I think it's around here. Oh, I see it. Do you see it? I see it. I also hear something. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot entirely. There it is. There it is.
Hey, a safe house.
Ow. That hurt. Okay.
More?
Wow, I'm just getting beaten up here. There's like 5 cultists and a vampire? Insane. Alright. Is this the safe house I just secured? It is. Oh, that's cool. Where are you? There you are.
I can do this forever. There will be more.
Yeah, see, this is the same on Xbox. So, this, like, the enemies on this difficulty.
Oh God, I think I got their dust in my mouth.
The enemies on this difficulty are exactly like this on Xbox. So I think that, you know, when I snuck up behind that vampire and it was just like sitting there, it doesn't even check its 6 at all. I think that's the game. No. Fortunately. Okay. So we've secured 2 safe houses. About ready to pounce on this crash site. Here. Got the supply crate.
What is that red stuff? It doesn't look healthy. Healthsome. Probably don't touch it.
Yeah, like totally should like totally not touch that stuff because it's like red, you know? Like, yeah.
I need some backup here! Be something better.
Someone who shouldn't be here?
Ow.
Shit!
No. Ow.
ain't working?
This is Sharon. I hear you.
We're coming up on the second chopper now, no sign of life. Don't think any of these bellwether soldiers made it. You?
Still looking for those supply crates moved. I don't think we should be on these radios too much.
Why?
What if they're listening? What if they sent more soldiers?
You know who's listening? The Hollow Man. He served these choppers up to us on a platter. Goddamn supply crate.
Okay, so I need to go south, right? Like south. This way. Ow. Was probably not the best idea. Like, yeah, like that hurt. I fell from like 100 feet. Oh my god. Like, what's wrong with you?
The death rattle.
That stupid eclipse thing again.
Come here. Here, little vampire. Come here, my little High Templar friend.
That's not...
I am unstoppable.
What is that?
Where are you?
I could actually one-shot all these cultists.
Heard the radio lately?
Or they even do anything. That's so sad. Yep. You're gonna need every single one of you.
It would be easier if you just died.
Like, oh my god, the badass is here!
You're just
it work! No! They want you gone! No! Is this what you wanted?
No idea where this one is. Oh, there they are.
Gotcha!
Oh, I wanted to blast them off the cliff. That's not fun.
Ugh. Hiking? I'm not dressed for this.
You're dead. You heard it. The Hollow Man. I got you a surprise.
You did. You surprised me with a med kit. Oh, that's so thoughtful.
I wonder if this will affect tourism.
Someone will find you.
Nah, it'll be about the same.
Oh, you want to live for a few more minutes?
Yeah. Okay.
What's going on?
Okay, it's over now. Whew.
Spoken like a true badass. Oh, it's over. I'm so glad. This is such a goofy character. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to finish that sentence?
Okay, there's the helicopter. Gotta take a closer look. Who were they? What were they doing here? They sure aren't search and rescue. Bellwether. They were hired to come here and burn shit? Why? I need to look through this back at the fire station.
So that's interesting.
Oh, hello. I bet I could get this working again. It could make things seem a little more normal.
Because what is normal without a popcorn machine? We have a town overrun by vampires. We're all dying and fighting to survive. So that's the one thing we're missing. Oh yeah, popcorn.
Hi, dear.
Tug placed very firmly in cheek, I feel like. Yep. Okay. Let's go to this one. Do I have any skill points? I do. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this in. What is this? Lift. Oh, fun. Oh, fun. All right.
Safe house over there. Nice. Just leveled up my gulch. This is not bad.
And this is honestly not bad. Correct weapon. I like this. I like that it staggers enemies 50% faster. I like the 20% increased damage for 8 seconds after killing. I like both of those things. Oh, this has the okay, so green, so it's gray, green, blue, purple, and this is like, I'm guessing, like a gold. So this weapon here, it makes sense that this weapon is basically better than this one. And this one. So blue weapons are pretty good. Knowing that, let's do this. Okay. This is a bar. This is the bellwether people. Okay. This stuff. Not a fan of bathroom humor. Okay, I think this is the back door to... Yeah, this is Wheeler's Sporting Goods right here. Okay. That is the way to do this. Get a rewire kit and a lockpick and just hack into this. Okay. This game kind of reminds me of a combination between... It's a smaller world, but it reminds me of a combination between like Far Cry and Overwatch. Overwatch, because of the abilities, like the shooter and ability thing, is very Overwatch to me. But the actual game feels a lot like Far Cry. Like, I was playing Far Cry 4, and it was a lot better, you know, like you had vehicles and the world was more open and it was more of a challenge. It was just a better game, but this feels basically like a noob version of Far Cry. Which is okay. It's not terrible. It's okay. It is certainly a hell of a lot better than fucking Fortnite, which is what it looked like. It looked like Fortnite with vampires. And it's more like Far Cry with Overwatch clowns. But I can take that mixture. It's an okay mixture.
You need me. I know you do.
Okay. So I think I'm good here for now. I wanted to go here and here. Okay. This is, what is this? Staggers. Just moving. Fighting. I hear cultists. Nope, that didn't work. That's so dumb. This is it, right? Huh? Theater. Yeah, there you go. Thought I was. That's gross. Okay. I think this is the over the theater right here. The back of
I need a smoke.
Nice. Okay, so I'm in the theater. Escape. Oh, there's less light.
Trans! Blood for the trans!
That. There are 2 dead people on the stage. That is crazy. Mission, by the way. Return to the fire station.
The whole world is changing. Starting with Redfall.
Sunny Sea. That's funny. There it is. No? Let's go for that safe house back there before we go back to the fire station.
Come on already!
There's something over there.
I love how stealthy that is.
Okay.
It attracts
It's over
like
now.
zero attention.
I'll bite out your heart.
I needed that.
Oh shit. The hell of a time to reload. Damn it. It's alright, I need to go back anyway. So I need to go back to the fire station. Apparently, I just succeeded in getting some popcorn. Not sure what the point of that whole popcorn machine mission was.
I told you already, I don't want to leave.
Catch a good nap? You're gonna wish you had.
They've been good to us, helping folks out there, even fighting back a little.
Hello. How are you feeling?
Phew. Phew. Excuse me. I feel like this one's probably going to be a little rough. That one could be a problem. If it's fake, there's probably gonna be some. Although, this could also be deceptively simple. For all I know, there could be some like really heavy shit at that gravesite. These could all be potentially. All right. So let's do this one.
Colts. We have Colts now. I mean...
Okay. Well, the first thing I want to do is I want to secure the safe house. Actually, no, that's not the first thing. First thing I might want to do is put that boat out.
This is Officer Fred Higgins of the Redfall Police Department with an emergency broadcast for anyone still out there.
Hey, Layla. Good to see you up and at 'em.
You'll never know what hit him.
That's the spirit, kid.
I don't have enough money to refresh supplies.
I might have a few things you can use. We'll get through this shit.
I need lockpicks. Sure.
Come back safe and sound.
Okay, so people are being told to go to the shipyard, but it's the radio station that's sending it. Does it matter which one goes down first?
Considering the... I'm just done. I want to get this safe house because I have a feeling to do this shipyard mission, I'm going to need another safe house. So I kind of want to get my safe houses. It'll make it much easier to just move around the city. It's kind of what my thought process is. I like the town. Overall, I like the town. It's a very interesting town. I like that it's not too big and it's not too small. For an open world game, it's kind of small, but for like a survival horror game, it's kind of big. So I like that it's kind of in the middle. Because this is kind of like part open world and part survival horror, so. Not really survival horror, but definitely horror. It's more shooter horror. I like it. I like that it feels like it's in the middle.
Hey, a safe house. Oh, weird. What is that? Another monster?
This one is mine.
Yeah, that sounds like Artanis to me. It sounds like they got the voice actor to do this. God damn it.
Shit!
Why?
This looks relatively clear. Looks like I got the other. Okay. Got that safe house. You go. Oh, look at that. We could just go back to the supper club. Let's do that. I like being able to, like, fast travel like this. The actual game is okay. So far, my impression is the actual game itself is alright. It's got a few things about it that are stupid, but it's not unplayable. The story is bloody awful, but you could just skip through all the cutscenes and just ignore the story. That's kind of like what I'm feeling. But as far as like kind of a offbeat horror shooter game, you know, kind of like I said, like part Overwatch, part Far Cry with vampires. It's okay. I don't know if I would. I feel like the whole This game is trash. Nobody play this game. It's a waste of your time. It's kind of an overreaction. But it's not great. Like, this is not a great game. But, you know. I could totally see myself, like, popping this on when I'm... popping this on every once in a while when I just kind of need a change of pace. I could see myself playing this. You know, I wouldn't play it all the time. I need a key for this safe house. That's interesting. You know, it's okay. I would play it every once in a while if I wanted, you know, a change of pace. I didn't want to think too much.
Got a blip over here.
Open fire! You got no chance. We're professionals.
I wouldn't play this like really hard for hours and hours and hours. So. Oh, it looks like Bellwether is doing this. This is the,
I don't see him anymore. Anybody here?
This is a search and rescue team. We are authorized to transport
Wow.
to safety.
Jesus. They have really good guns.
The radio station. That's where the broadcast is coming from. I need some help!
keeps a stash of just batteries there like that? It's really weird.
This is Officer Fred Higgins of the Redfall Police Department with an emergency broadcast for anyone still out there. The Coast Guard is planning a final evacuation effort. If you're hearing this, please come to the Samuelson shipyard located just across the bridge. I repeat, the Coast Guard will be conducting an emergency airlift from the Samuelson shipyard. This is your last chance to evacuate the island safely. This is Officer Fred Higgins of the Redfall Police Department with an emergency broadcast for anyone still out there. The Coast Guard is planning a final evacuation effort. If you're hearing this, please come to the Samuelson shipyard located just across the bridge. I repeat, the Coast Guard will be conducting an emergency airlift from the Samuelson shipyard. This is your last chance to evacuate the island safely. This is Officer Fred Higgins of the Redfall Police Department with an emergency broadcast for anyone still out there. The Coast Guard is planning a final evacuation effort. If you're hearing this, please come to the Samuelson shipyard located just across the bridge. I repeat, the Coast Guard will be conducting an emergency airlift from the Samuelson shipyard. This is your last chance to evacuate the island safely. I repeat, the Coast Guard will be conducting an emergency airlift from the Samuelson. This is Officer Fred Higgins of the Redfall Police Department with an emergency broadcast for anyone still out there. The Coast Guard is planning a final evacuation effort. If you're hearing this, please come to the Samuelson shipyard located just across the bridge. I repeat, the Coast Guard will be conducting an emergency airlift from the Samuelson.
I heard that.
Conducting an emergency airlift from the Samuelson shipyard.
There. No one else is falling for that bullshit.
You can't stop me. No matter how many you kill, there will always be more who will beg to join the blood trance. And, eventually, so will you.
I hate this. I hate that guy. Why is he everywhere?
All right. Well, we definitely have our priorities in order in terms of high value items. First toilet paper and now condoms. All right. So we've secured the radio station. Shipyard is over here. And I need a key for this.
It binds you to each other. To us. To our God. Who will accept you now?
Look at this. This is a trip. Tsunami was just about to hit and then got frozen. That's insane. Is this gas or is this fog? This is fog.
Something to play with.
What do we have here?
That's the bridge I can cross right there. Is it littered with... Oh my god, it's red stuff. It should be bad.
I'm unstoppable.
Wonder if the key is in here. There it is. Perfect. I didn't even need to leave this area. I just needed to look at the car. Alright. Cool, we got this safe house secured. Awesome. Mission accomplished. I got the safe house out. Okay. So now, I forgot there's no water in this, so I don't need to cross that bridge. Just, whoa, what's over here?
Oh, what's this?
Sun's out. As if that means anything anymore.
I mean, it means no vampires. Oh yeah. This is the redneck car. Okay. Here's the shipyard.
Historical marker. Redfall sure loves those. The shipyard. I wonder how many people were tricked into coming here.
I mean, you know, I feel like it makes sense to stop the broadcast first. Because as long as the broadcast goes, there's more influx of people that come. So I feel like it makes sense to stop it first.
They won't let me get close. But the pull is so strong.
Hey, maybe there's a chance for you. But, they don't let cowards in, you know?
You shared what's mine with someone else, haven't you? That's why you're hiding.
Well, at least I got the safe house. Oh, and I got this. Oh, that's cool. So 3 shots with the stake gun that I have is what it takes to kill that damn thing. It's pretty insane. Because that'll like one-shot most vampires.
Someone there.
Found him!
You're just making it worse. Is this what you wanted?
So they're up on top of the roofs.
Get that.
Don't
hide. You're just dragging it out.
I can take this guy out. Without drawing attention. did not go well. I'm gonna stop it here. But I'm gonna go here. So, all right, so we'll stop it there. This was a very interesting game. Like I said, I don't think it's a great game. I haven't tried the multiplayer yet. But as far as just my first impression of the single player, I don't think it's not great. I think that the collective losing our shit that the gamers have been doing over this game. They're not entirely wrong. It is kind of disappointing. It's not great, but I do think it is a little bit of an overreaction. Although I'm not surprised, because that's what gamers do. They overreact and they lose their shit over the tiniest little thing. But this is I mean, I don't know. Would I say it's worth $70? So here's the thing. I wouldn't buy this game for $70. But it's about like the difficulty level is about the same as like Tomb Raider, and I would buy Tomb Raider for $70. So it's like, would you spend $70 on this? It's kind of like your preference. Me, if I was going to drop money on this, I would much rather, I mean, I have Xbox, right? I know that in a few months it's going to be on sale for like 25% off or 50% off or whatever. I would wait a few months and buy it when it's on sale, because I'm more into Tomb Raider than I am into this game. I'm also not very into Far Cry, and I'm not into the whole like open world shooter, and I'm not into the whole like Overwatch thing, the shooter and ability thing. I'm more like the puzzle solving and the exploring of Tomb Raider. And like the archaeology and stuff, like that's more like my jam. So if this kind of thing is your jam, I would say, you know what, if this is your jam and Tomb Raider works for me for $70, this is probably worth $70 for you. It just depends on if it's your jam or not. I know there are probably people out there where this idea is definitely for them. If you really don't want to spend $70 on it, wait till it goes on sale and buy it for like, a discounted price. I haven't tried the multiplayer yet. So that's something else too. I could always try the multiplayer next time. But so far as the single player experience goes, the story, the characters, the basic mechanics, the combat, it's okay. It's okay. It's I think the story and the writing and the dialogue is easily the worst part about this game. That and the music. The music is kind of like out of place, it feels like. And I don't like this character's dialogue. I don't like the way this one's written. So those two are definitely the most annoying things for me. But in terms of a game and gameplay, those are minor things. So in terms of like the actual game, it's all right. It's nothing terribly new, but it's kind of like a hodgepodge, and it's a different hodgepodge. It's okay. You know, I would play this. I I play a lot of StarCraft. When I don't play StarCraft, I play like Minecraft, or I play like Diablo a lot. You know, and I play Tomb Raider. Like, if none of my usual go-tos, like if I was like, I want to play a game, I don't want to play any of my usual go-tos, and I don't feel like throwing out a lot of bandwidth on a game. I just kind of just want to chill and play a game. This would be one of those games I would play. Like, I would play it every now and again just to chill and play a video game. I wouldn't, you know, I mean, I'm not like super sweaty. Like, I don't need to like 100% the game like as soon as possible after I get it. Ideally, I would like to 100% a game if I'm getting far enough along in the story and I feel like I can do it and I like it. But, you know, like, I wouldn't feel the need to like, I gotta beat this game. I gotta beat this game now. I gotta play it and beat it. You know. And then 2 months, the next $70 game comes out. I gotta play this game and beat it. I gotta play this game and beat it. Like, I'm not like that. I'm more like, I just want to like chill and play a video game. So like I would turn this on when none of my other go-tos were like if I wasn't feeling any of my other go-tos, I didn't have the bandwidth, or I just wasn't feeling it, I would turn this on for like something kind of light and simple and just something I could chill to. I mean, come on. You know, put some deodorant on, control that sweat, and calm down. It's just a video game. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Not a great game. Not a great game. I can see where people would be disappointed. Is it awful? No. It's, you know, the Far Cry versus the Far Cry meets Overwatch part of it, like that kind of mashup there. I like it a lot better than how it looked. It looked a little bit more like Fortnite. So I like, although I haven't played multiplayer, for all I know, the multiplayer is more like Overwatch or Fortnite. I like the fact that it's a little bit more like Far Cry, which is cool. The town is cool, so like the setting is nice. The characters are different and colorful. It feels very offbeat. I like that. I like the variety of weapons. I didn't sell anything in my inventory to make more money. I probably should have, but I like the variety of weapons. I like the abilities. I like that you have to learn how to use the abilities well, which is cool. It's not like my first time using that shield, I was like, I have no idea how to do this, because like it's a shield, but like I can walk through shit with the shield on. It's really bizarre. So it was you know, I could see myself enjoying learning how to use the abilities and stuff. The lift ability, like if you read the mechanics of it, it looked really cool. Like they have one of the buffs is that one of the upgrades for the lift ability is that you get a bullet damage boost. So presumably you could do a lift, run and jump, and then shoot while you're in the air. That would be really cool. So, you know, the spells and the abilities are all pretty unique and original, and they're fun. The guns are, I mean, I'm not a big shooter person, so I don't really care about the guns. They're, you know, they're colorful and they shoot. You know. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. Like, if I had to rate it out of 10, the story is terrible. The characters are awful. I hate hearing this character talk because she sounds really dumb. I hate that they wrote her to be that dumb. I mean, come on, you're a master's student. You've already got your bachelor's degree. You're not an idiot. You know what hard work is, and you know how to plan, and you know how to like get shit done when you need to get shit done. Why are you this dumb? So I'm not a fan of just how dumb they wrote this particular character. I think the person who wrote the dialogue for this game, we're gonna go with the writers. I think that the writers for this game should be fired. That is easily the worst part about this game. The story is terrible, the characters are terrible, the writing is awful. All those people should be fired. But the actual gameplay, the mechanics, are all right. You know, they're nothing groundbreaking. They're nothing particularly exciting or new, but they work and they're fun. Especially once you integrate the abilities and stuff in with the shooting. Like that's cool. I like that now, like I'm kind of on the third mission and it's not as easy as it was when I first started. Although I admittedly suck at this kind of a thing. I just play this just to chill and have fun. But it feels like the normal difficulty is getting a little bit more challenging, which is nice. I like the safe house mechanic. I like that the safe houses so far, they seem to be very strategically located throughout the city, which is awesome. Yeah. Like the actual gameplay and the actual game is probably a 5. You know, it's not great, but it's not bad. It's okay. I would give the actual game like a 5. I would give like, you know, the story and the writing and the music like a 1. The art is like, you know, probably up there with the gameplay. It's like a 5, maybe a 6. It's okay. It's an okay game. You know, you as bad as the story and the characters are and the writing, storytelling in a game like this, storytelling isn't the most critical component. Right? It would be nice to have a great story along with a good game. Yeah. For me, this is not a $70 game. This is more like maybe a $45, $50 game. Like I would buy it on sale. But it's not 70. But you know, if your thing is shooters and you like Overwatch, this might very well be a $70 game. I'm not gonna lie. If you like, you know, if you like shooters and horror, I love horror, so I love the horror aspect of it. That's great. But you know, if you like shooters and you like Overwatch, and you're looking for something different, yeah, this might be a $70 game for you. I'm not gonna lie. I can definitely see that. Like, I'm not the audience for this, but I can definitely see this game having an audience. So I don't know. Final verdict is I don't think this is Redfall. I think it's a disappointing game. I think it's just kind of okay, average. But I don't think it's Redfall. I would, like I said, I would pay about $45, $50 for it if I really wanted to. I'd just wait until it goes on sale, buy it. It's not bad. The actual game is not bad. It's fun. I like that. Like I'm on mission 3 of the main story, and it feels like it's starting to get harder and more challenging. So what I'm getting is that the challenge builds the further you progress, which is good. a game should have challenge. It shouldn't be just easy all the way through. So the fact that it feels like it's getting a little bit harder and I have to think about how I'm going to engage these fights, the further I go, that's a good thing. I like that. So, yeah, it's all right. It's an all right game. I definitely think that and I'm playing on PC. I'm playing on PC, and so far I only had one vampire bug out, and I snuck up behind it, and it just froze and bugged. So the vampires on normal mode, they don't watch their back. That's the takeaway from this. And the cultists are kind of clueless, like when there's like 2 or 3 of them and they're standing watch, they're kind of clueless. You could easily just run up and pop them. A group of like 5 of them on you, yeah, you'll die if you're not careful. And the vampires, like it stuck up behind him and he didn't watch his back. And it's also, normal mode. There's 2 higher level of difficulties, I believe, that I didn't explore. So knowing that, yeah, there's Midnight and there's Eclipse. Midnight is like the hard mode, and then Eclipse is like the super crazy nightmare mode. So, I imagine that the harder, at higher difficulties, maybe the vampires do watch their backs. Maybe they do. Maybe they only watch their back on Eclipse. Maybe it's like Tomb Raider, where like the only reasonably hard, challenging difficulty is the hardest one. I'm all right with that. I don't think that's a game-breaking thing. I love playing the Tomb Raider games. I could sink hours into those because those are my jam, and the difficulty scaling is kind of the same. So yeah, it's if this is your I think if you like really colorful offbeat shooters, like Fortnite or Overwatch, you might really like this game. If this is your jam, you'll probably love it. You'll probably be like, yeah, it's not the greatest game, but I like it. I can so yeah, I can see this game having an audience. I don't think Asmongold is the intended audience of this game. I don't think that hardcore gamers who've never heard of Deodorant, They're So Sweaty, are not the intended audience of this game. I think this is definitely like a chill with your friends and play a video game. And that's cool. So yeah, I would call this game like a 5. It's not fail, but it's a little, if you're expecting a lot, like if you're expecting great out of this game, you're going to be slightly disappointed. Not slightly, you're going to be disappointed if you're expecting great things out of this game. I wasn't, but I was curious because it got a lot of hate. So yeah, I would call it like a 5. I wouldn't call this like a 1 or a 2. Like I definitely would say this is like a fail. It's kind of average. It's kind of an average game, but I would spend money on it. Absolutely. I'm broke, so I can't spend money on anything right now, but if I had money to spend, I would drop like $45-50 on this when it's on sale. So it's not bad. I haven't tried the multiplayer yet. I have a hunch the multiplayer is going to be a lot of fun with like if I had a friend like an IRL friend that I wanted to chill and play a game with. I think multiplayer would be fun. I have a hunch, but I'll try the multiplayer next time, I think. But so far, yeah, I'm calling like kind of the base game, the campaign, and just the gameplay and just the game itself. I'll call it like a solid 5. So it's all right. It's all right. It's not a great game. it's gonna probably disappoint you, but I don't think it deserves all the vitriolic hate that it's been getting. So, yeah, it's all right. I would definitely play it again, and I would play it with my friends. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next week. I believe probably Tuesday. I will update my channel when my stream is going to be when I'm next available. I believe Tuesday is my next actual day where I can just do this. So, but I will update my Twitch channel either way. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great week and a great weekend. And I have another cast coming up sometime next week, I believe. Sometime next week, I have another cast coming up, and this time it's going to be on my channel. So stay tuned for that. I will update that on my channel as well. Really excited about that. The first cast actually was a lot of fun, and it turned out to be a really good cast once we started to get the games going. We had a few technical difficulties, but once we actually got the games fired up, it was a lot of fun, and it was really good. So I'm looking forward to the next one, and I hope to see you there. I hope to see you actually right here. I hope to see you right here for that cast. So stay safe, take care, have fun, keep playing StarCraft, keep playing video games. Have a good time, have fun, enjoy yourself. That's what games are for. And yeah, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support me, of course, you can always join my Discord. You can follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. You can also follow me here on my Twitch channel, and you can sub to my YouTube. I appreciate any and all support that you're willing to offer. So I appreciate you, and I hope you find these streams that I'm doing, at least. I mean, these are chill streams. I hope you find these streams enjoyable. Anyway, see you soon. Take care. Till next time.